Chapter 20. Adelmo pondered over the strange sensation he felt as he passed by the store. He couldn't shake off the feeling that there was some connection between the store and his sudden headache, but he couldn't quite put his finger on it. As he strolled further down the street, the fresh air seemed to clear his mind, providing a temporary relief from the throbbing pain in his head. However, just when he thought he was in the clear, the headache returned with a vengeance, leaving him puzzled and slightly anxious. The mystery deepened as Adelmo walked a few more blocks and realized that the pain in his head was intensifying once again. He couldn't help but wonder if it was merely a coincidence, or if there was something more sinister at play. As he passed by a nondescript house, little did he know that a gruesome scene had unfolded within its walls, unbeknownst to him. The thought of the store being the cause of his discomfort slowly faded away, replaced by a growing sense of unease and curiosity. Despite the lingering pain in his head, Adelmo made a decision to push forward and find a solution to his ailment. The idea of getting a drink to alleviate the throbbing ache seemed like a plausible solution at that moment. As he continued on his journey, the pain gradually subsided, leaving him with a sense of relief and gratitude. Little did he realize the bizarre chain of events that had unfolded around him, adding an air of mystery and intrigue to his seemingly ordinary day. Desperate to find relief from the relentless pain throbbing in his head, he embarked on a quest to explore every possible remedy. With a glimmer of hope, he contemplated the idea of using alcohol as a potential solution. Determined to give it a try, he ventured into the nearest bar, seeking solace in the dimly lit ambience. Settling himself onto a bar stool, he mustered the courage to approach the bartender, his voice tinged with a mix of vulnerability and desperation. "Could I trouble you for a shot?" he asked, his eyes reflecting a flicker of anticipation. The bartender, well versed in the art of empathy, nodded understandingly and swiftly prepared the requested drink. As he cautiously sipped the first shot, a subtle warmth began to spread through his body, momentarily distracting him from the persistent ache in his head. Encouraged by this fleeting respite, he continued to indulge in a few more shots, each one seemingly eroding the pain's grip on his senses. However, as he made his way towards the restroom, he couldn't help but notice a peculiar sensation. It wasn't just the numbing effect of the alcohol. He was gradually succumbing to the intoxicating embrace of inebriation. By the time he emerged from the restroom, exhaustion had taken hold, leaving him yearning for the solace of a peaceful slumber. Adelmo made the spontaneous decision to indulge in a single beer to accompany the shots he had just consumed before making his way back home. As he strolled towards the bar, he intended to request a beer from the bartender. However, the vibrant array of lights illuminating the area caused him to feel slightly disoriented. Uncertain whether this disorientation stemmed from the effects of the alcohol or a recent bump to his head, Adelmo proceeded to order the beer regardless. Observing Adelmo's slight confusion, the bartender shook his head in amusement before sliding the freshly poured beer across the counter to Adelmo. With a nonchalant demeanor, Adelmo took the beer in hand and casually posed a question to the bartender. "Have you happened to notice anything out of the ordinary transpiring in this establishment recently?" The bartender, intrigued by Adelmo's inquiry, paused for a moment before responding. The bartender responded, "Actually, nothing too out of the ordinary, especially with Mardi Gras just around the corner." When asked if there were any unusual individuals coming in, behaving as if they had done something wrong, the bartender replied, "Not really, just the usual crowd." However, after a brief pause, he added, "Well, sometimes. Everyone has secrets they keep hidden. It's just a matter of whether they want to share them or simply drink away their troubles." The bartender's response hinted at a sense of mystery and intrigue, suggesting that behind the facade of a typical bar scene, there may be deeper stories waiting to be uncovered. The mention of skeletons in the closet alluded to the idea that everyone has their own hidden past, their own burdens to bear. It painted a picture of a place where people come not only to enjoy a drink, but also to seek solace or perhaps even redemption. The bartender's words carried a sense of wisdom and understanding, as if he had seen it all and heard it all before. His acknowledgement of the complexities of human nature added depth to the conversation, making it clear that the bar was not just a place for casual socializing, but also a space where people could confront their inner demons or find a sympathetic ear. Overall, the bartender's response hinted at a rich tapestry of stories waiting to be unraveled within the walls of the bar, making it a place where secrets and confessions intertwined with the clinking of glasses and the hum of conversation. Adelmo inquired, "Has anyone recently approached you with any peculiar conversations or mentioned anything out of the ordinary that they have done?" The bartender, taken aback by the sudden barrage of questions, responded, "Nope. The only thing that stands out is your relentless curiosity. Are you some kind of detective?" Adelmo quickly dismissed the notion, replying, "No, just an inquisitive individual who senses something peculiar happening in this place. Thank you for your time." The bartender, always ready to lend an ear, assured him, "Anytime. That's what I'm here for." Feeling a sudden wave of dizziness, Adelmo rose from his seat, his surroundings becoming a kaleidoscope of flashing lights and vibrant colors. Uncertain of what was unfolding, he scanned the room, only to find every gaze fixated on him. The people around him seemed to be dancing and staring at him simultaneously, their eyes locked on him as if he were their prey. Overwhelmed by a sense of impending danger, Adelmo attempted to maintain composure as he made his way towards the exit. However, with each person he passed, he couldn't help but notice their menacing hisses, their mouths opening to reveal sharp fangs. Desperate to escape, Adelmo quickened his pace, but the combination of the glaring lights, the flashing visuals, and the unnerving stares distorted his sense of direction. Just as he was on the verge of making his escape, his body gave way, succumbing to the overwhelming sensations, and he lost consciousness.